Welcome to Farmerized Stuff. I'm Scott. Today we're going to fix this ugly, sad area in front of our front porch. Do a little landscaping and make it look great. I'm going to farmerize this project by using the cardboard boxes we've saved up from Amazon deliveries as sheet mulch. The price is right and they'll do a great job suppressing weeds. And because I'm doing it the farmerized way, that means I'm not going to mess around with taking out all of the old sod, taking down all the weeds. Instead, I'm going to cover them with cardboard and use a very thick layer of hardwood mulch to suppress them permanently. They won't survive. And besides, if a few make it through, this soil is going to be so soft and easy digging, they'll come right out. We're going to start by laying this bed out with a tape measure, some marking paint, and a straight edge. Well, it's not really marking paint, it's just plain spray paint. I'm not willing to spend the few extra bucks on the marking paint. The only difference is it sprays downward and this sprays outward. For what I'm doing, what I have on hand will be just great. I'm going to start by measuring out a fixed distance from the deck. Probably about 4 feet or 5 feet, whatever looks good. I've positioned this 2x4 about 60 inches off the deck posts. This is how wide our new bed's going to be. We'll mark the straight line with some paint, and then we'll edge everything after we get it all marked. I'll work my way down the length of this deck with this 2x4 in the paint, and we'll have this bed laid out in no time. To make this radius, I used my tape measure like a compass, marking as I was measuring. Then I connected all the dots, leaving with a perfect quarter circle. This radius looks great. For this inside radius, I'll more or less eyeball the corner and paint it. This inside radius might be a little tight to mow with a lawnmower, but it's fine and we can always adjust it later. Remember, it's more important to get the job done than to get the job perfect. There's one tool that's critical for this job. That's a flat end shovel. Make sure your shovel's sharp. If you don't know how to sharpen a shovel, check out my video on it. The other tool that's not a must-have but very nice to have is a gas edger. I'm blessed to have one and it will make quick work of this job. My plan is to follow the line that I spray painted with the edger, then I'll come back in with the shovel and clean it up on the back side. When we get that done, we'll lay down cardboard, and then on top of the cardboard we'll start putting the mulch. Now that I've completed the first passes with the edger, I'm going to use a shovel to define the edge. I'll just throw the spoils back into where the flower bed's going to go. I'm going to use 3 passes to define this bed. The first one was with the gas edger. It cut my line. My second one, I came with a shovel and did shallow scoops to get rid of some of the vegetative material. I tossed that overburden back into the bed itself. The third and final pass, I'm going to use this flat shovel to make a sharp, steep edge at the border where the bed joins the grass. That way, when I fill this with mulch, the bark and mulch will have a place to nest down tight against the lawn and make a really crisp, attractive edge. During winter, we like to save up cardboard boxes from deliveries. These things are great for sheet mulching. Essentially, we're making a layer of lasagna using the cardboard right at the top of the native soils and weeds where grass is growing. A thick layer of cardboard, and on top of that we'll put a very thick layer of triple ground hardwood wood mulch. This will keep the weeds at bay. It gives us a good base for planting. In about 2 years, the cardboard and a lot of that mulch will be gone, turned into fantastic topsoil, and this bed will be ready to accept pretty much anything we can plant into it. You'll notice that the placement of the cardboard isn't perfect. It doesn't have to be. We're just going for good enough, not great on this job. We probably will get some grasses and weeds growing through, but they're easy to take out with the softwood mulch. We're finally onto the fun part, which is filling the bed with mulch. I've got a great fork to use. The trailer's close to the bed. Shouldn't take too long at all. There is one important consideration as we begin to fill this bed. I want this to look great. I don't want a lot of spillover because then I won't have to clean things up afterwards. I'll start at the very front, layering mulch into that cut area where the grass meets the bed. Also, we have some existing flowers in this bed. I want to make sure I don't bury those. But other than that, I'll get to work. I'm just filling this onto the cardboard, doing it very gently and a neat job on the front. And once I get this front edge complete, the rest of it will go really quickly. This mulch is a joy to work with. I get it at Cushman Sawmill, a local place here in Batesville. Scott Cushman and his wife are very kind people, and they sell a fantastic product. I like doing business with them. It cost $75 and took 5 hours to install roughly 50 linear feet of new beautiful flower bed in front of our house. This area was once weedy, nasty, full of gravel. Nothing really grew well here. But now we have a beautiful canvas that we can plant shrubs and bushes and annuals and perennials and all kinds of things in. This project was a steal. If you enjoy how-to projects like this and putting around the garden, please subscribe to Farmerized Stuff. Your support means a lot to me. It keeps me motivated to make videos.